I'm the cooking school chef at our Harmons holiday location. And today I'm showing you my absolute favorite way to make an egg. Call it a tip, call it a skill. I think it's the best way to have an egg because it's great breakfast time, and I'll talk a little bit later about how you can add it to a dish in the evening. So I have a pot of water. It's at a rolling boil right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove the lid. I have the lid on just to get the water going. I haven't put any sort of salt or any sort of shenanigans in the water, just straight up tap water. I do have my eggs, my raw eggs. This is called a spider. This just allows my eggs to be released down into the water really nice and gently. If you crack an egg, I just go ahead and remove that and pitch it to the side. I think 5 eggs will be good. Okay, so as soon as my water comes back to a boil, I'm going to turn it all the way down to a simmer and let it cook for 6.5 minutes. So this is the 6.5 minute soft-boiled egg that is tried and true no matter what. It has always worked for me and for all of our classes. So it's what we teach. So a soft-boiled egg is where the yolk is still soft and runny. However, the white on the outside, the egg white, is cooked all the way through. So right now we have a rolling boil happening. So I'm going to go down to a simmer. And I know this sounds crazy, but 6.5 minutes, set your phone, set whatever, 6.5 minutes, go from there. So while it's simmering, I'm going to go ahead and set up what's called an ice bath, or what I'm going to be blanching the eggs with. So I have a bowl of ice here. I'm just going to fill with water. So when my 6.5 minutes is done, my eggs are going to go directly into my water, and that's going to stop the cooking of the egg. So I teach this for our ramen class, so that beautiful soft-boiled egg that you might get in your ramen if you order takeout ramen. We teach it in a couple other classes, but ramen is a big one, and I think most people have probably had a soft-boiled egg in there. So some people aren't super crazy about the runny yolk, so if you want it to be a little bit more hard of a yolk, again, the white part is cooked. It's just the yolk that is going to be really nice and soft. And runny, I would go for more about like 10 or so minutes, just leaving those in a little bit longer. So as I was mentioning before, you can make this a little bit more of a dinner addition if I were to marinate my egg. So after I'm done cooking the egg, blanching it, peeling it, then I might put it in maybe some soy sauce and a little bit of sesame oil, just so that the eggs are submerged, and then they become this really beautiful marinated egg. So we still have a couple minutes to go here. So this wouldn't be the egg recipe that I would use for for egg salad or for deviled eggs, that sort of thing. I'd want a hard yolk. But this is great on salad because I think it adds an additional kind of dressing to it because it's got that nice, soft, runny yolk. Super tasty. So again, just kind of letting those cook and do their thing. Okay, we are getting towards the end of our 6.5 minutes. Our eggs are still hanging out here. I have my ice bath all set to go. I'm just going to go ahead, again, being really gentle with our eggs. I'm just going to drop those into our ice bath, and that, again, is going to stop the cooking process. So these go over really well they last in the fridge just as long as a hard-boiled egg would last. So it doesn't necessarily need to be hot right off the press. and then onto a salad or whatnot, whatever you're going to be using it for. Just make sure you label it in your fridge so other family members know. So these are all pretty cold already. So I will say that we've had more success than not by using eggs that have sat out. They're more so room temperature, I would say, than coming straight out of the fridge as far as peeling goes. So I know everybody has kind of their 2 cents about how to peel an egg, make it a little bit easier. I don't know, stand on one leg, tap your head, whatever. I like to do it under running water, or as I mentioned, a room temperature egg works really, really well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a little crack. I will say that I have more success cracking on the long side as opposed to just cracking the top and the bottom. So just on the side here. As I mentioned, I do like to put this under running warm water. That works really, really well. I think just a little bit of water helps a lot. So just being really gentle because that inside yolk is still pretty runny. Look at that. Success, having success. So you can tell in my hand it's just a little bit jiggly, but that white is so perfectly cooked. Beautiful. So then from here, getting all the eggshells off, I'm just going to show you what the inside looks like here. So again, all the egg white is completely cooked. It's just the egg yolk that is oh so tasty and delicious. So that's what we love in our ramen or in a rice bowl or on top of a salad, is that extra runny yolk. So delectable. So to find this recipe and more, you can head on over to harmonsgrocery.com, and we've got more recipes on there as well as on YouTube. So follow us on Harmons and Harmons Cooking School. Have a good one.